Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the option. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options.
today. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. That one a first down pickup of 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's got this down to the 35. Now Achane on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this to Pickens. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have come.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 4. A quick throw, but incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
We'll get this up to about the 44. 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. The throw over the middle taken in. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw here. Caught by Mayer. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it makes the score 21-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. back to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown from a yard out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway. Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He gets this one complete to Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy one.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So out come the Raiders. This one not in the win column just yet, but on the road is the 6th seed. They are close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them. I'm like you. It's not over yet, but I'm going to go ahead and project here. Win this one. Think about the momentum now that you carry, right? You carry that forward. And look, home field's a big deal in the playoffs, but the really good teams, and we've seen it plenty of times in NFL history, they can go on the road and win. And a win here would allow them to do exactly that.
First, the road doesn't get much easier as you have to face the top seed next week, but they'll deal with that then.
Hey, they'll take this win and take on the top seed anywhere because they're still in the playoffs and still alive for a chance at the Super Bowl.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Brock Bowers, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 1. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll set up a throw. Working the middle. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There he goes again, and he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards on the ground.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.